you have very little time after you've worked 7 days, 12, 14 hours a day to do a project of this magnitude.
An easy project. The project's there.
Right. But if you have the ability and you've not started, that makes me question how long it will sit in this disrepair. Plus get worse.
The reason why it hasn't started was because this is a personal property for me that was supposed to be my personal vacation home.
Right.
It's not a business.
Right. But if I'm doing something for myself, I'm spending every minute on it because it's something that's my passion.
It is a nice to have. It's not a business. It's not a revenue generating business asset.
I totally under,
Kevin, haven't looked at this house personally, except for the foundation below. What do you think?
I would. Through the windows, I can see the rafters, the ceiling joists, subfloor. Everything has been wet at some point or another. Mold has infiltrated the entire structure. I don't know if you could ever get all that out.
Yes, I am a certified mold remediation company.
That's nice to know. Why haven't you done anything with this property in 29 months? Well, in my place.
Because I have met the requirements of the city inspector as soon as December.
I can assure you, if I lived next door to something like that, and sat for 29 months without being touched, I would be able to say that.
She did not live there. She had tenants, so she was trying to get rid of it and actually had eviction orders. She was trying to pry them out of the house. I didn't want to leave the house. She had to pry them out of her house. The house she's talking about, she doesn't live there. She had to evict her tenants.
I'm not concerned about it.
Yes, you are, because you're saying no.
I'm telling you that if I lived beside a house like that,
Yeah.
for 29 months, I would be upset and I would be banging on your door every
I
chance.
understandable, but what about the 9 years before that? I didn't buy that. It hasn't been sitting there for 9 years. I want this as a property that I legitimately want to fix and make it my vacation home for myself and my family.
You don't get a building permit.
This is a
within that
legitimate.
time
I didn't.
period.
Why would I buy property just to have
That's
it
what
fixed?
already stands.
But it is not priority because it's not a business.
All right. Here's what I propose. And then you guys can decide if you agree with that or not. Again, I understand the neighbor's concern. I understand the town's concern. I understand your concern. We've heard all the facts, I think, pretty much. We've been over everything. You've got a current order to do something. So here's the deal. Here's what I propose. And does it have to be 30 days? Or can it be?
Well, it can be, you want to do whatever you want.
Here's what I propose that if you want to keep this property and remodel it, you have 15 days to pull a building permit. Okay. And then you're going to have a period of 6 months to complete the project. Okay. And everything has to meet codes, all state and local codes. And the other option I'm proposing is if you can't do this within that 15-day period and actually start the remodel process, then you'll have 60 days to have the house demolished and removed. And that's my proposal. Trying to help you out. I'm trying to help your neighbors out. They don't want to live next door to that, and I don't want to see you have an investment and lose money on top of your investment and then just be out with nothing. Because I understand, and I'm trying to see it on both sides, but with the current order, I say we give you 15 days to do that, make that initial building.
15 days to pull a permit and 6 months to complete.
6 months to complete. That's my
Is
proposal.
there a period of time to start work? 15 days to pull the permit, 6 months to
Well, he's got
complete.
6 months to complete it.
But if we're 170 days from issuance of the permit and work hasn't begun,
Okay,
We know it's not gonna get
So-
done in 180 days.
so we'll
You
say
want
within
work to begin.
30 days that work starts. How's that?
But I think it would be good to put a benchmark in there. I'm not telling you
No,
where
I
that ought to
understand
be,
that.
but you get what I mean?
Yeah, and
There has to be
that'll give you
progress.
time to get your ducks in a row. Whether you need to do engineering drawings, have somebody come in with foundation company, or you do your own foundation work. Um, and that's just my proposal. If you guys got anything you'd like to add to it or change it, lay it on me.
Sounds reasonable.
Sure.
He currently has it for sale. How does that affect?
That's what I was about to ask.
Well, um, obviously you can sell your property, I think, whenever you want.
Well, and again, this is the first time we've gone through this, and you three have done this the first time. These orders are recorded. And so the order is an order, sort of, I don't know, with regard to the property,
Mhm.
not, or it
So-
certainly can be. So if you say, like right now, if you were to sell the property, it would still be subject to the pending order, to the existing order. If you modify the order, we will record the order. And whoever buys it is buying it subject to that order, which would mean that there would have to be a permit for improvements issued by whatever the date turns out to be 15 days from today. There would have to be work begun within 30 days, work complete within 6 months. If they buy it, they're going to have to buy by those terms too.
Sounds fair.
Well, I mean, that's just how it works under the statute. Now you can deviate from that and you can say, um, and you can come back and a new owner could come back and ask for that to be modified because I just bought it and I want to do something different. But if you're going to put an order in place, it is an order that will attach to the property. That's how it works unless you decide to take a different tack.
Typically, it's condemnation orders, it's not,
It's not a condemnation order.
I'm saying, typically it's not a repair order, it's a condemnation.
It's not a condemnation order. This is not condemnation.
Yeah.
This is the enforcement of an ordinance related to the condition of the property. The town is not taking the property, right? And so that is not condemnation or eminent domain, right? In a generic sense, if you want to use the word condemned because of the condition, I get how that adjective applies, but it's not a condemnation proceeding.
And we've done that in the past, right? The
Oh.
property was sold and we gave, the new owner a longer time frame.
Yeah.
To complete and make.
Yeah,
Different.
because they
improvements
came
to
in and
that.
offered made a proposal and
Correct.
yeah,
Yeah.
that has happened.
So we have worked, like, if you sold that, we wouldn't hamstring the next guy to where it has no value to you. We would consider if they have different ideas than you did, and we would grant them if they were reasonable.
Sure. May I just ask, I don't know who. I don't know who. The person talked to, because they can't disclose that information to me, but. I mean, if I'm trying to sell the property to somebody who's willing to start on the renovations under these terms, which is, I'm gonna pass that to anybody who. If they want to purchase property, these are the terms. If they want to negotiate these terms, let's say they need more than 6 months to do the complete project, or they have. Other ideas for the property, who do they talk to?
Phil,
Phil?
And I want to make one more addition to that proposal. Should nothing happen within a 60-day period of the start of the permit being pulled. See this, not messing up. That the house shall be demolished. So you would have 60 days. So you'll have 15 days to pull a permit from tomorrow, is what we'll say, the 30th. You'll have 30 days to start, and you'll have 6 months to finish. But if you fail to pull the permit or start, then within 60 days, we're going to require that to be demolished. So if you get in there and you go, okay, this is maybe a little bit worse than I thought it was, and you really don't want to put any more money into it, then we're going to require the demolition of it after 60 days, or before 60-day period's up.
So Anthony, let me say this back because I want to make sure I get it written right.
Hmm.
You're imposing 3 deadlines. One is within 15 days, you pull a permit.
Sure.
Within 30 days, you begin construction.
Yes,
Within 6 months, you complete. If any one of those deadlines is not met, the order converts to a demolition order.
correct.
And the demolition must be completed within 60 days
Of
of the date on which it converts back to the demolition,
yes,
right?
yes.
So if we get to the 16th day and a permit's not pulled, by the 76th day, it's to be demolished and cleared away.
One problem I see is a frost law.
That's going to be on him to make sure he's got everything here and in place. Do what he's got to do, like anybody else building a house.
Sorry, Kevin, what was that? What was the
Frost law,
frost law? What's the frost law?
weight limits,
Oh, I see.
So after December 15th,
December
you
15th.
can't have anything
15th.
overweight in town. That means you can't have a dumpster,
March or April.
20,000.
anything over 20,000.
In glass, so would. For sure.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna meet the weight limit requirement. So do we need to vote on that?
Mhm.
Also, okay, so
Are you inclined to agree, the three of you? I mean, is there a consensus on that?
I like
Now,
that.
if so, fashion a motion, you can vote on it.
Repeat that one more time.
So, you want to, or you want to?
we can-
So the Anthony's proposal for a modification to the order would be to require that a building permit to renovate the property be obtained within 15 days. That within 30 days, construction of the improvements that are the subject of that permit would begin. Within 6 months, the improvements would be completed. If any one of those deadlines is not met, the order would convert to a demolition order requiring that the existing improvements be demolished and the debris be cleared away and the lot graded level within 60 days of the date on which that deadline is missed. That's what the proposal is. Do I have it right?
Yes,
Okay.
Non-compliance on any of it,
It converts to a demolition order.
and if there's no compliance with the demolition order,
Well, then it's enforcement of the order, just like anything else. So,
I'll say, yeah, I'm fine with this.
motion second vote.
yes.
Yes.
yes,
And Anthony do you, all three authorize Anthony to sign this modified order so that it can be issued and recorded? Okay. Get that counter for your signature so we can get it recorded. Just so you know, I mean, it will become a matter of public record, and if you offer the house for sale when a title search is done, this order will be picked up. Okay. And you said earlier that you have received the order, so correspondence and orders are being sent to Homes by Keno LLC at 10364 State Highway 30,
That is correct.
Elizabethtown, Indiana.
Another address that you guys keep sending it to, I don't know where you guys got that.
It appears on the county's records. And I think it's the resident agent of your LLC on the Secretary of State's website.
Central Avenue, whatever it's called.
Business Services Columbus LLC is the resident agent for your LLC on the current records of the Indiana Secretary of State. That's where I get it. So if that's not right, that's who your resident agent is for legal service currently. That's where I find that. Thanks. I didn't mind just.
yeah, if you've got a different address.
He's got the right
Okay.
address, it is.
But I was making sure so I sent it to the resident agent too. And for what it's worth, it comes back unclaimed. So. And again, I don't mean to tell your business, but if you don't have a viable resident agent on Secretary of State's records, you really need to in case there is a legal process that needs to be served, right?
They were the ones who created the LLC back in 2011.
That makes sense.
something like
That makes
That
sense.
doesn't, that address doesn't exist anymore.
Okay, well, that's consistent with my experience. But it's still, if you go on the Secretary of State's website, that's what you'll see.
Thank you. I appreciate all of your work. That's all I can answer. Yeah, thank you, Grant.
Other unsafety stuff.
That's not, this isn't a meeting
I'm very familiar.
for
with-
public participation. This is a hearing on this particular order.
It's only by your building and send your email, and it's cracked, the shit's falling on the beam,
That's not what this is for.
so he can get away with it.
That's not what this meeting is
Not getting
about.
meeting set.
If you want to come to a town council meeting, and okay, well, if you want to come again, you can. But that's not what this is for. And
So if she
If-
takes to court, then I can take you to court because
If
I
you
can
want
give you, I can give you a verbal notice.
But- Excuse me, no, no, you listen, this is our meeting and okay, you're out, get out. You're out of this meeting,
What's wrong with the meeting?
out, get out, get out. No, get out. When we have an issue, or if you request, or if somebody else requests.
Let's say sold the house, and the person wanted to suggest something, or, just trying to
Yeah.
figure things out. Moving forward.
Lee, do they request the unsafe building meeting through the town council?